Hello, I am back to read page 9 of this article from Workers' Vanguard 1982. No Hitlers in Chicago, Nazis off the streets. The main recruiting pitch of the fascist terrorists has been white power, and their focus has been the neighborhood of Marquette Park, a racist pocket of East European captive nations on Chicago's south side. This has given these little Hitlers a degree of credibility they lack elsewhere. Meanwhile, the homosexual population is an isolated minority here in the heart of Middle America. The June 27 committee leaflet, "Who are these Nazis? What do they want to destroy? Who do they want to kill?" pointed out the Nazis have targeted Gay Pride Day because they know that homosexuals are the weakest link in their chain of terror. But in the factories, union halls, and neighborhoods, Chicagoans know that this attack on gays is only the beginning. The Nazis have their guns loaded and pointed directly at you. We cited the famous statement by German Protestant theologian and World War I U-boat commander Martin Niemöller, which begins, "First they came for the communists, but since I was not a communist, I did not protest." We said Chicago is a union town, a black town, a city of ethnic minorities. In particular, the Spartacist League leaflet warned of the Nazi KKK threat to blacks. For blacks, the central and immediate target of Nazi Klan race terrorists, a Nazi rally in Chicago, is an especially ominous provocation. The Nazi program for blacks makes the apartheid butchers of South Africa look like benevolent liberals. The racist rulers of South Africa think blacks should be forcibly segregated and viciously exploited. The Nazis think they should be exterminated and canned for dog food. Black Chicagoans had better turn out in the thousands to stop these organizers for racist genocide. And they did. The Spartacist League campaign touched a responsive chord in the city, particularly in the labor movement and black community. Early on support came from the International Harvester plant in Melrose Park, where in 1975 the union had organized a civil rights defense guard to protect a black union brother's house from night-riding racists. The executive board of UAW Local 551 Ford Sterling Heights stamping plant sent the committee a letter announcing their decision in favor of giving their support to the demonstration to stop the Nazis. A number of officials and union militants at the Inland Steel plant in East Chicago also supported the demonstration. Inland has been the site of an important picket line defense case around class struggle militant Keith Anwar. The largely black and Latino bus drivers were among the most enthusiastic backers of the anti-Nazi protest. They took piles of leaflets, making sure they were placed on every seat. One drove around the block so that a committee activist could take up a collection before getting off. Phone company workers formed a small contingent that made their banner in a bar. June 27th was an important show of force to stop the Nazis. It was built in political struggle against liberals and others who would ignore the fascist threat. True, there should have been tens of thousands to run off the Hitlerite creeps, and this time the cops stood in the way, but we showed it can be done. And here it is, 2025, and this is Chicago in September.
Gathered in Chicago's Fulton River District today to kick off a Labor Day rally aimed squarely at President Donald Trump.
No troops in Chicago! No troops in Chicago!
All they say tied in one way or another to President Trump's agenda.
We're talking about prioritizing, the majority of this country, the vast majority, 99% of this country are working people, and the economy should work for working people.
Elected labor leaders, and everyday citizens converging in a day of action, just as the administration appears set to deploy hundreds of federal immigration agents into the city, possibly accompanied by National Guard troops.
Immigration is a big part of our history here in Chicago. I'm here to support, basically, our democracy in the United States.